side drive toward New North Side Drive.
I don't always know where I'm headed, but I always find a way to keep going. Roll with me.
Peace, everyone. My name's Olivia. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I can admit that I was a little hesitant about sharing this message, but I just wanted to have some real talk with you and share something very personal, and that is how I handled hurt in my relationships in the past and how I approach things now, because I honestly believe that healing is definitely a journey, and a journey, and understanding where we've come from is a powerful step in the process. And I can promise you that in the past, I shared these things with people and felt an instant, I would just feel ashamed of myself, right? And would probably talk to myself in probably the worst ways and think the worst of myself, but that's no longer the case. So my hope is that I just feel like somebody needs to hear this, right? So I've been through relationships where I've been hurt, and let me tell you, it was not pretty. But over the years, I've learned so much from those experiences, and I think that sharing those stories, sharing those experiences, especially from within romantic relationships, will help somebody or several somebodies, because it's definitely been a moment. This is kind of like a moment for me to acknowledge my growth and acknowledge it, because sometimes we need to take the time to think about where we've come from, right? So in my past relationships, when I was hurt by someone I loved, be it infidelity or I found out they lied about something, I had a pattern, right? I would say I was fine, mask my emotions, act like it was all good, everything was okay, and keep it moving. But deep down, I was holding on to resentment. And what's worse, it always seemed like opportunities for revenge always seemed to present themselves. And most of the times, these opportunities came for me to hurt my partner the same way they hurt me. So if it was infidelity, it was an opportunity to connect with someone that they didn't like, or I knew that they would feel some type of way if I connected with them. And I would often take advantage of the opportunity and then, in essence, snitch on myself, just so I could make sure that person hurt the way, make that person feel the same way I felt they made me feel, right? And it was very immature, but it's my past. But instead of communicating my feelings or being honest about my hurt, like I said, I would find ways to get back at them. I definitely wasn't talking about it. I wasn't addressing the pain directly. And I think looking back on it, I was subconsciously using those opportunities to feel like I was getting some control back. But the truth is, that behavior wasn't about healing. It was about me staying stuck in pain, resentment, and the need to make them feel the hurt I was feeling. I wasn't letting go of the pain. I was just feeding it and fueling it, right? So that approach didn't work. It honestly only made things worse, and not necessarily for the other person, but within myself. It wasn't a solution. It didn't heal my heart. It just added to the toxic, cycle of pain. Holding on to resentment and seeking revenge doesn't help you move forward. It honestly keeps you tied to the past, and it keeps you emotionally drained. I wasn't healing and I wasn't growing. I was just creating more damage. By not addressing my pain directly, I missed the opportunity for real healing. And I stayed stuck in this cycle of trying to hurt back instead of focusing on my own growth. I wasn't creating peace in my life. I was honestly contributing to the chaos. Now I handle things so much differently. And a lot of this process changed. I would say when I got married, because the last thing I wanted to do was, it was like it I just didn't want to. I value my marriage and my partner too much to show up in that immature way, right? So I'm learning, and I've learned that healing starts with being honest. I just did a video about it, but in this case, honest with myself and others about how I'm feeling or how I feel. Instead of holding on to anger, instead of looking for ways to make them feel the same hurt I'm feeling, I choose, and I have to consciously choose to communicate. And it's not always easy. If something hurts me, I don't pretend it's okay. I share my feelings, and then I allow myself to move on. I've learned that healing comes from releasing the need to hurt others back or even place blame. Like when I feel hurt, I have to focus on expressing my feelings and then letting go rather than seeking out someone else to validate my pain or to create more drama. Like I have to choose peace, and in doing so, I create room for healing. I've also learned that when you're holding on to pain, you're giving your power away. The other person may not even realize how deeply they've hurt you, but by holding on to that pain, you're letting it control you. Letting go of the need for revenge is the ultimate form of self-care and empowerment, even when it don't feel like it. Now, when I experience hurt in relationships, I try my best to handle it with a sense of peace. I know I don't need to seek revenge. I know I need to honor my emotions. And in doing so, it helps me move through them with grace. And I try my best not to stay stuck in them. I try to process, I try to heal, and then I let go. And honestly, sometimes it's still challenging, but that's my goal, right? So here are a few lessons I've learned through this process, right? So how do you go about doing things a little bit different? Well, first, you got to speak up about how you feel. If you're hurt, say it. Don't bottle it up. It's okay to express how you're feeling. Be real about your pain and communicate your needs, right? 2, you got to release resentment. Resentment doesn't serve you. Holding on to anger or trying to get back at someone only holds you back from healing and moving forward. 3, set boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect. So set your boundaries and honor them. Don't be afraid to protect your peace. 4, heal with love, not revenge. Love heals. Revenge does not. Choose healing, choose peace, and let go of the need to retaliate. And 5, value your own peace. Your peace is your greatest asset. And don't compromise it for anyone. When you honor your peace, you open up space for healthier relationships and experiences. Because at the end of the day, healing is about growth. It's about learning how to deal with hurt in a way that brings you peace, not pain. It's about breaking the cycle of seeking revenge and embracing the freedom that comes from letting go of that pain. So, if you've been holding on to hurt from past relationships, I encourage you to let it go. Like, I still have some things I need to let go, but we're all in this together, right? You got to release the need for retaliation and instead focus on healing. Because you deserve peace, you deserve love, and most importantly, you deserve to move forward in a way that aligns with your highest self. Right? That's all I got. I'd love to hear from you. How do you handle hurt in your relationships? What have you learned about releasing pain and moving on with peace? As always, drop your thoughts, comments, feedback in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, remember, you don't need to carry the weight of hurt. Heal with love, protect your peace, and move forward in grace. You got this. I love you all. Peace.